So what I want to talk about in this video and basically communicate is the 7 fundamental video types that your business needs during this season. Now, prior to this season, they were still essential video types, but now they're necessary. Now they're lifelines. If you don't have these videos, you risk failing during this time. And this structure, this foundation is essentially what it turns your website into is an evergreen funnel. Now, a funnel is essentially like a flow of stages. It's almost like a process that your audience goes through, or your prospect goes through as they interact with your organization. You know, it's that timeless AIDA process, right? Attention, interest, decision, action, right? It's the funnel, right? So your top of funnel, awareness, engagement, your middle of funnel, decision, your bottom of funnel, and then your point of purchase at the very bottom of that. Let's just think through then, when you first arrive at a website, what is your expectation when you first land on a company's website? The first expectation you have is you got 2 questions on your mind. Who are these people and what do they do? And if the website does not answer those questions right off the bat, you're bouncing, right? So the first video you're going to want to have is an introductory video that answers briefly who you are and what you do. Now, once you know that information, the next 2 things, you're going to go on either 2 different pathways. You're either going to want to discover more about who they are, or you're going to want to learn more about what they do. Okay? So within these 2 paths, the who they are video. Okay? So if we follow in who we are, we're going to go to the About Us tab, right? The first thing on the About Us tab is your brand story. It basically communicates your ethos, your values, why you're doing what you're doing, why you care, you know, like what is the reason behind why you are, and what is the reason behind who you are and what you do. That's what your brand story tells. And then once they understand that and they're even more engaged, the next thing they're gonna want to know within that About Us is more information about key leadership people in your organization. So do a short bio video of key personnel within your organization. So this is helpful because this gives you an opportunity to further create that relationship, to further establish that relationship with this prospect, right? And it's your way of just like, because we can't take people out to lunch as easily, because we can't meet people out just at a conference as easily or an event as easily, this is your way to sort of like explain who you are and why you love what you do, right? Like what gets you excited about the work that you're doing? Why are you passionate about it? Okay, so brief bios, brand story, introductory video, and then we're going to want to know more about what you do. So service-specific videos or offering-specific videos. So for my company, McNabb Storytelling, my flagship offerings are the brand story and the customer testimonial. Okay, so I'm going to have a video about the brand story. It's a short explainer about brand stories and why they're valuable and the problem they solve, and then the same thing for the customer testimonial videos. So this helps people understand the services you offer, decide whether or not they're a right fit for you, but also get a sense of your knowledge, get a sense of your expertise, and know that they're in good hands because they're in the hands of an expert. That's why these videos are very important. Those chunks of videos, those 4 types of videos, that's your essential marketing foundation right there. So it's your introductory video, your brand story, About Us profiles, and service-specific or offering-specific videos. Okay, so that's your marketing foundation, your marketing building blocks. Once you have those set, then you're going to want to put on an additional foundation layer, which is your sales enablement layer. Now what you're going to want to do is remove friction from the buying and decision process. You're going to want to remove friction from the decision process so you get them closer to decision point faster, okay? So these videos, the leading video that you need, customer testimonial. A very well-crafted customer testimonial is extremely powerful because you basically take a prospect on the emotional journey of experiencing your value, of experiencing what it's like to engage with your organization, to do business with your organization, to receive the value you provide. That's why it's so phenomenal. Plus social proof, plus it's a third-party support, right? They're giving validation to what you do. It removes the "is this legit" fear and sensitivity. They're amazing. And so a really good one could actually tell your company's story as equally well as a brand story, right? Ultimately, you want to be able to tell your own story, have control of your own narrative, but it could do double duty. However, it is an extremely effective sales enablement tool, so I'm putting it in the sales enablement category. All right, so let's get you your customer testimonial or your case study, right? So a case study is essentially a customer testimonial, but with hard facts and not as much emotions, okay? Get those down there, and then you're going to want FAQ videos. So essentially, your most common questions, go ahead and already create videos for that answer those. So not only does this can further demonstrate your expertise, it shows your potential prospect that they are in great hands. This is an extremely effective trust building tool because now you're putting them at ease, you're answering their questions, and you can also send these in a predictive way, say in an email. Like say that you have already had a conversation with them, you know, oh, okay, they're feeling hesitant because of this. You can go ahead and send them this video. And then also super effective is a process overview video. So if you have a tried and true process overview video would be great. It's not exactly a training video. This is sort of like helps to set expectations before they do business with you, right? Just to help them remove that additional resistance that they may have, so they understand that, oh, okay, this is cool. This is what I'm looking for. This is going to do what I need it to do. It will solve my problem. It will like align with my values. This is an organization that I want to support, right? And that's it. That's your sales enablement core, right? So you've got your marketing building blocks, your foundational building blocks, your sales enablement core. Once you have those two things, your website is pretty much set, okay? You can throw additional videos on there if you want, but that's your core effective website evergreen funnel. It's a phased strategy that you have to mature towards, that you have to build up to. I'm going to be building this myself, like I don't, depending on what time you're actually seeing this video, like at the time of recording this video, I have all of my scripts written, right? I've got all my outlines created, but I don't have these videos made just yet. Like I'm figuring this out as I go because I've had to adapt to the situation as I go. But rest assured, I will have these videos. They will be on my website. I will be using them. So circle back in a month or two and ask me how they're going for me, because I'm going to drink my own Kool-Aid here because I believe in this stuff, because I know that this is about relationship building. That's the only way that this works. And we have to be able to create an opportunity where we have duplicated ourselves, where we are still in front of potential customers and we're still building relationships. We're still getting that face time while at the same time doing something else, because we've now cloned ourselves. We've now maximized our effort and leveraged the resources available to us. So I'm going to be talking a lot about this in the future. I'm going to be talking about this stuff throughout this entire pandemic season because it's necessary. And if we don't create these materials, if we don't create authentic messages, if we're not telling our story properly, we're risking failure at a very important time when we can't risk failure. And so the goal is for us to survive during this time so we can thrive afterwards. And that's what I want to help you do. So I'm Bryce McNabb. I'm wishing you all the best. If you found this helpful, like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.